Hi, everybody. Happy Saturday. Just coming on to say hi, see how everyone is, and tell you a little bit about me. So, I've been working on this homesteading project for a little bit. It's still very new to me, but I wanted to tell you a little bit about who I am and what makes me so interested in homesteading. So, I can give you some background, I guess. So I grew up in New Jersey. I have a mom and two sisters and a dad. Um, went to public school, went to college, decided I needed to go away for a little bit. So I switched schools. Went to school in Massachusetts, and I lived there for about 14 years. In the time that I was there, I graduated with my bachelor's and my master's in education. I met my husband, got married, have two wonderful stepchildren, and had my youngest. He is now 8. And right after he was born, we actually moved back to New Jersey. So now I'm living close to my hometown. And we have our own yard, which is something that I never imagined that we would ever have. For the longest time, it was just apartment life. But now we get to live in a town where I have a nice sized yard, that we have our own home. And I'm really, really excited that we were able to do those things. So my why is based on the stress that comes with utilities and the stress that comes with putting food on the table for my family. Let me explain a little. So, do you ever get frustrated when it's time and the water bill comes in? Or the tax bill shows up? And I know that there are people who can identify with that. We are thankful to own our home. But the way that we manage requires us to, how do I want to describe it? It's hard because we have to put out all the money at once. I don't have an escrow account. I don't have a mortgage. So that piece is a little tricky. The traditional ways that people would put aside for their tax bill or utilities and homeowners insurance, we just have to pay those outright, which is okay. But when you don't have, it's hard to do that and to just pull it out of nowhere. So I went on this journey of trying to figure out how to manage my home in a way that I don't have to rely on the city. And don't get me wrong, there are ways, if you live in a city, you're going to have to. You have to pay your taxes. You have to pay your utilities. But let's say you were living off grid. You could come up with reliable water sources. You can come up with reliable energy sources. So you were able to make your land, garden, homestead, property more efficient so that you can run things on your own. And I got really interested in that. So there are a couple products that I'm really interested in and I wanted to learn about in time. Hopefully I can share them with you. And the other part of my questioning was being able to provide food for my family. So what I have found is that this summer we have been relying on so much produce, which is wonderful because all the nutritional value you can put back into your children and families' bodies that comes from the ground and from trees and bushes and plants. It's amazing. It really is. And when you go to the store, there are so many things out there that are just flat out junk. And I always think about it. It's a weird analogy. Don't get me wrong. It is weird. When I once had a dog. Her name was Paige. Cute little Chihuahua. But I remember that she was having a really hard time with food. So we ended up going to the pet store, and I started explaining what's going on. And we ended up getting on a grain-free diet. And they explained to me that some of the things that they put out there, like the treats and stuff, they're literally like McDonald's for dogs. And I was like, wow. And that it's a weird analogy, I know. But can you imagine just always eating that and never getting any nutritional value, and then your body being sick? That's where I am. So to relate it to people, do you want to be putting that in your body all the time? Or do you want to use your resources to put healthy food, healthy drinks in your body, to utilize your surroundings, what you have access to, not what everyone tells you to use, but what you have, your backyard, what's in your home, what you've grown, what you have purchased that you may not have grown, to be able to keep your body healthy. And I know even when I was young and I had just had Emmett, my youngest, I was always worried. I'm like, well, I don't want to put anything into him that's not healthy. So I was very careful about what I ate. Lots of high protein, lots of vegetables, very little sugar. I mean, I know when you're pregnant, it's hard. It's hard because sometimes you really want that sweet. I was very thankful that I was able to have the food that I needed at that time. But there have been times in life where food has not been as plentiful. So I want to be able to grow my own food. I want to be able to have it be food that we enjoy. I want it to be healthy. I want it to be something that I can hold on to and it won't be gone in a week. Because how many times do you go grocery shopping and you know that you have a budget of X amount of dollars and it has to last however many days? I don't want that to be the case. I want to know that I have a stockpile. So if I can't go to the store, or I didn't have access to a store, that I would have food for my family still. So I'm watching videos about learning how to can things and preserve food and how to make different ready meals per se. So like how to do a stew or a soup and can that. And it's a wonderful plan. And I know that it may not sound right for everybody, but just know that anybody can do this. Starting from scratch is very simple. Look forward to some new things coming with me. I'm going to have a new series on essential things that you'll need to start a homestead. And that'll be coming next week. So thank you so much for joining me tonight, for learning a little bit about me and my why. And don't forget to like, share, and comment below. If there's anything you want to learn about specifically, throw it in the comments. Thank you so much. Have a great night. Bye.